Welcome to Swedish Guy Flies. This is yet another flight in Africa. So last episode we unfortunately crash landed at our destination, which was just outside Casablanca. But now, as you see, my airplane is repaired and in good shape, and we are located at the Mohammed V airport just south of Casablanca. And also in last video I confused things because I for some reason had Marrakesh in my head. That wasn't the destination, but today Marrakesh is our destination. So here we are in North Africa, and we are flying out of Mohammed V. As I mentioned, we're going to go over these VORs and we're going to arrive down here in Marrakesh. So that's where we're going to end up. And it looks like the airport is kind of sitting in the middle of the city. So that's going to be interesting. So let's get into this airplane and get going. And as you see, the livery here, courtesy of SayIntentions. And we're going to use that as ATC for our flight here, VFR to Marrakesh. And if you want to try SayIntentions, click the link in the description and you get the free trial. It's really cool. I've been using it now since I think February, and I really enjoy it. So let's get in the aircraft and fly down to Marrakesh. Here we are in the cockpit. We have started engines, and this is just a very basic airport. There is not any custom to this one, so it's just the Asobo standard for this airport. Just sitting here, looking here to see that the temperatures are coming up, 84 degrees outside air temperature. We have half a tank, that should be enough. This should be just about 1 hour flight. Let's program the flight plan. Flight plan set up. Temperature is slowly coming up, increasing the revs a little bit. And as I mentioned, we're using SayIntentions to listen to ATIS.
QNH 1013. Arriving and departing runways 35 right, 35 left. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Okay, information Yankee. And we're turning on. So let's call in and request the VFR flight clearance. Mohammed Airport, this is Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel with the information Yankee. We are requesting a VFR flight to Marrakesh with the flight following, please. This is Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel.
Cessna 823 Charlie Hotel, Mohammed V ground. Clearance on request. Stand by. Cessna 823 Charlie Hotel, Mohammed V ground. On departure, maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Departure on 119.9. Squawk 4444.
I think we're ready to taxi. We're gonna go 35. Let's see, 35 right to 35 left. So that's all the way down to our left.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel. Taxi to runway 35 left via Mike. Tango 4, Tango 3, Tango 2, Tango 1, Sierra 1. Cross runway 35 right, then Sierra 2.
And we're going to take off from runway left, 35 left. So we just going to go to our left, and then we are crossing runway 35 right. Can I just the top portion of that runway? Parking brake off. Little brake check.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, runway 35 left, wind 350 at 9er, cleared for takeoff.
She said 35 at 0, but if you look at that the windsock there, looks like we have a lot of wind in our face. So we're gonna take off in runway direction. I'm gonna set our heading bug straight. There we are.
Skyhawk 542
Rotate.
Alpha X-ray, turn right, heading 240, contact departure. Right to 240, contacting departure, Skyhawk 542 Alpha X-ray.
The 1500 feet was our altitude. Just flying runway heading right now.
Beechcraft 9001 Bravo, taxi to runway 24 via taxiway Alpha. Taxiing to runway 24 via taxiway Alpha, Beechcraft 9001 Bravo.
A little choppy, and now I'm gonna start to turn towards our course. There we are leaving the airport. And heading down to Marrakesh.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, negative radar contact. Contact Casablanca. Radar for flight following.
I'm doing ident, but I don't really see anything happening here. It's reporting altitude. Alright, coming up to our next waypoint. I'm gonna change to 200 degrees on course. That's flying very low right now, so I'm going up to 2,500 feet. I haven't been able to establish flight following, a little bit weird. I think I have everything set right. I did a mistake and I didn't have the transponder on actually when I left the airport. So we'll see when we get closer to the next airport, see if we can establish flight following.
Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, contact departure.
Over to departure, Cessna to Charlie Hotel. That was a very late call for departure. Mohammed V, departure, this is Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel.
Cessna 823 Charlie Hotel, Mohammed V, approach radar contact.
Great, we have radar contact, and now I see we have flight following. If you see on SayIntentions app here, this was not active before, but now after we got contact with Mohammed approach, which is actually the same frequency as the departure, it's flight following, it's active. You see this transponder is green, and this is our current, and his, I just set him to fly into our path here. That's why he's banking. So all good on the flight following. Coming out in a little bit desolate landscape as we're flying south towards Marrakesh. So here we see even more desolate landscape as we're flying down towards Marrakesh. I'm a little bit concerned about my temperatures here. The engine temperature looks really high. Not sure I can do anything about it. We have plenty of fuel. Because there are no cowl flaps or anything like that. So here we're coming up to a river, and there's actually a big lake there over to our southeast called Era Erbia. So this river leads to that lake. Interesting feature here in what otherwise looks like a very kind of desert-like landscape. Some green patches there as they enjoy the irrigation that they take from this river, I would assume. I continue to look at my engine temps are really high, but outside air temperature is 88 Fahrenheit, which isn't awfully hot. So a little curious why this is. I'm not on very high RPMs. My fuel flow is in the green. I don't see any other problems, so I don't know if anyone can advise that's watching this video what it could be. Ahmed, we approach, we are requesting full stop landing at Menara Airport. Cessna Charlie Hotel. All right, so we're really far away from where the flight following had been, so I can hardly hear them, but we got a handover here to Marrakesh Tower, expecting runway 28, so I'm gonna contact Marrakesh Tower. Marrakesh Tower, this is Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel, and we are requesting full stop landing. Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel.
3 Charlie Hotel, Marrakesh Tower, winds 280 at 12, runway 28, clear to land.
Marrakesh Tower, we are actually about 25 miles from the airport, so we will contact you when we are closer. I just wanted to have an initial contact, Cessna 3 Charlie Hotel.
3 Charlie Hotel, roger, report when closer.
Okay, so this is a good example of SayIntentions and kind of the conversational feel. There is no script really that you're following with the ATC, so you tell them what your intentions are. And in this case, I should probably said that I was 35 miles from the airport, right? Otherwise, I mean, why would he clear me for landing? You could argue too that he should be able to see that on his radar where I am and not necessarily clear me for landing. I don't know how that works. I'm not the pilot. Anyway, it's an interesting interaction. So we're coming up to Marrakesh. And Marrakesh is before these nice looking mountains and fog, so we don't really have to worry about that. I don't see the airport yet though. So my plan is just to track down towards the VOR. Actually, I want to show you that now where we are. Here we are, flying a little bit outside our course here. Gonna stay away from this area here and fly down this way and probably just do a probably left
9001 Bravo, clear for immediate takeoff caution.
and turn around.
Turbulence from departing heavy.
Because 28 it's from this direction over here. We'll see when we get closer. We got to take that, follow that highway to the left, and we actually gonna go smack into this fog bank.
280 at 12, runway 28, clear to land.
Runway 28, clear to land. There's Marrakesh, guys. The damn airport is like in the city. Basically flying over downtown Marrakesh makes me really nervous. So here we are coming into Marrakesh, and I have to be honest with you. I'm redoing the approach that I originally would have in my video because I actually crashed. There is something weird. I don't know if it's this aircraft or something which I just can't handle. So my previous video ended up in a crash. So I just didn't want to produce another video that ended in a crash. So I restarted the approach. We have a little bit better weather. We have a little clear skies. The mist doesn't seem to be as bad as it was. And I hope I'm gonna make do a better job of actually finding the airport. So I'm gonna do a new approach. And as we get closer, I'm gonna contact the tower at the Menara Airport.
Charlie Hotel, Marrakesh Tower, winds 310 at 7, runway 28, cleared to land.
You're coming in over these kind of skyscrapers, or what to call it. And I still can't really see the airport. I still can't see the airport. I might need to do another pass. Oh, there it is. There is the airport. I can see it. Super sketchy. Here we go. Full flaps. What happened before was that I completely lost the lift. Looks good for now. Went in really hard. Kind of the same thing though. It's kind of just dropping, but we didn't crash. So super excited about that. Really off center, crooked, but that's a relief. This was one of the weirdest airport approaches, with just crazy approach through kind of downtown Marrakesh. Whew. Crazy stuff. So there you have it. We made it to Marrakesh. And after that scary landing, I'm gonna think about where we're going next. So we're just gonna continue down on the east coast of Africa. So let's see what happens next. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.